Well, he's got almost as many kids as he does Ezekiel chokes. Here is the heavyweight hopeful, Aleksei Oleinik. This guy's more than 40 fights over 500 in a pro career that dates all the way back to 1996.
It's unbelievable when you watch Aleksei Oleinik compete. He goes in there and he seems as disinterested as anyone that I've ever seen step into an octagon. But the moment he gets his hands on you, no one's nickname is more fitting. The boa constrictor. You feel like you're wrapped within his limbs and you cannot find an escape. Some of the submissions he has are truly unbelievable. When he hit that Ezekiel choke from the bottom, neither one of us, John, understood why his opponent was tapping.
Yeah, and that was Victor Pesta, and then he got Junior Albini with that famed Ezekiel choke as well. Most people seem to know what's coming. They're dismissive of it. Aleksei Oleinik is a submission magician. He'll try to get another win here tonight. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated. If you could do that, you can do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 60 wins, 16 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, Aleksei, the boa constrictor, Oleinik. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
All right, get into the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, where the fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up there.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Honing in on those counters. Not there.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Lee gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Flush right hand is true.
Ooh, head kick lands, just hurt.
Blocks the shot. Slips the left hand. Yeah, he wants to draw his opponent in here, looking to set up another counter, but he wants his opponent to strike first.
What a punch. Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs. To throw that right punch straight down the pipe, it's unreal.
All 25 total strikes have landed for Aleksei Oleinik. Whiffs on that offering.
What a body kick.
Shot to the body now, blocked by Lee.
Good punch lands.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Beautiful counter punch, really settling in when it comes to his counterattack here tonight. And again, making good use of what is a huge advantage in reach. Oh, beautiful counter jab upstairs for him there. He's got the reach advantage, and that certainly helped him in that exchange. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Ooh, what a head kick.
Oleinik going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Let's get those hands going now.
Nice, sneaky head kick.
90 seconds now to go in the round.
Big kick lands.
Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Tags him with that uppercut.
Nice. I mean, over and over, he is taking these strikes to the head.
60 seconds, let's do it.
1 minute to go in round one. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top. Straight punch lands.
Oh, look at him land another jab there. He's certainly using that weapon effectively here tonight.
The most effective weapon in all of boxing, in all of combat sports, is a jab. This young man has a knowledge of using it like no one else. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Good straight hand there by Lee.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Final seconds here. Oh, nice punch there by Lee.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
5 minutes in the books. All right, that's the end of the round. He's got a cut on his cheek from that round. There are certainly worse locations for a cut on the cheek. It's not going to trickle down into the eye. Nonetheless, pretty significant gash. We'll see if the cut man can close it up. While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very easy. That's what we saw in round one.
Lee gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Oleinik's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. And he landed the right hand there. Lee's head kick is blocked. No damage there. All All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand. Jab, right hand, hook, that's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man, let this guy have the whole thing.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. All right, so he connects with another punch there, kind of targeting that cut, I think.
I mean, when you get a cut on your opponent and you see it and it's pouring blood, you continue to attack it. Every time you land, you can see that it splits it a little bit more. Great job finding that weakness and really taking advantage of it.
Lee's kick to the body is blocked.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, a nice punch out of the break there after he had caught the leg. So he is really starting to put it all together now and clearly seems to have found the timing of his opponent. They continue to exchange. Just out of range with that strike. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee.
Look at him. Oh! What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oleinik's punch to the body is blocked, so no damage done there.
Oh!
Misses again with a right punch. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Nice kick there by Lee. Timely defense there, huge block for him.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oleinik gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though.
Head kick.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that with his hand right, he hurts people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Nice leg kick. Yeah, he's mixing it all up. Big head kick land.
Oh, a huge block there.
Ooh, what a punch. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! Back to the feet.
That one was going to end the fight.
Yep. Another shot lands upstairs. Oleinik's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. Lee gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet. 10 simply. Oh! How about those 5 minutes? All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Beautiful pace. Let's keep it up. He can't keep up with you. You train way too hard because you're looking great.
right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not bad.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked.
Powerful leg kick lands.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he gonna do to follow up?
Huge right hand!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Back and forth we go.
Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to...
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, he gets up again here, but he looks hurt. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate. Real quick leg kick.
Oh! He's out!
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched it.
I mean, a competitive fight. That one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 23 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Aleksei, the boa constrictor, Oleinik.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight.